What do you think of my vitamin collection?
It's a lot.
It might seem excessive for someone so young, but have you noticed how more and more people are adding vitamins to their daily routines? They've become popular for their benefits, like improving energy levels and boosting immunity. So, if we take vitamins for our physical health, why don't we do the same for our emotional health? And no, this is not a promotion for drugs. Managing your emotions is so important. It affects how you make decisions, how you interact with others, and the level at which you connect with others. When I was younger, I moved schools often and I struggled to fit in. I was convinced that I was the only one facing real problems, while all of my other classmates were too privileged or out of touch to relate. I thought that they had it easy and that I was the only one dealing with these problems. My family were struggling with money and that affected our relationships. My parents were exhausted and my siblings grew resentment. I dealt with an undiagnosed depression at the time, and most importantly, I found it hard to show the real me in a different language and make friends with people who already had established groups of friends and no one had space for me. That mindset, it gave me a kind of toxic pleasure. I thought that my struggles set me apart, that they made me more real or more mature than everybody else. But in reality, it was isolating. I had closed myself off, expecting others to bridge that gap and assuming that it was their responsibility to make me feel understood, to make me feel included, to make me feel loved. Then I met Laia. It was her open-mindedness and her ability to listen that made me feel truly understood. Spending time with her reinforced the qualities that I wanted in my own relationships. Genuinely caring for others, listening with intention, and feeling inspired to reach my potential. Without realizing it, I fell in love with becoming a more energizing and a more understanding person, which made me want to surround myself with similar people. This is when I came across the term persona vitamina. Psychiatrist Marian Rojas explained this term in her book, Finding Your Vitamin Person. Through her patients' stories and experiences, I was able to make sense of what I was feeling. She explains how, just like vitamins, vitamin people are like personified pills for your emotions. Those who recharge your energy, bring out the best in you, enhance your personality, and add real value to your life. So, while I can't recommend pills for your emotions, I can help you build a strong, healthy community of vitamin people. Nowadays, many self-care resources, podcasts, books, focus solely on personal well-being. In a society that's becoming more isolating and more individualistic, I believe that connecting with and helping others is just, if not more, important. If you don't believe me, take it from Harvard. Researcher Robert Waldinger found that deep connections, not wealth, not success, not the amount of followers that you have, deep connections are the key to health, happiness, and longevity. So this is where vitamin people come in. They not only work on themselves, but also help others as a result. So it's kind of like a positive feedback loop, like a domino effect, where you exchange support and perspectives, allowing you to grow together. So here's the important part. Marianne Rojas explains that in order to find your vitamin person, you first have to become one yourself. Why? Essentially, you are giving back and becoming a vitamin person as a way of thanking those around you, as a way of attracting new vitamin people into your life, those who inspire and encourage you to be even better. So, how can you do this? Becoming a vitamin person involves consistent daily actions, just like you take your vitamins every day, or you should. There are 4 key daily vitamins that you need to take if you want to become a persona vitamina. Each one helps you with the next. So the first one makes it easier to take the second. The second makes it easier to take the third, and so on. You don't have to follow them in order, but these are the steps that I created and that helped me become a persona vitamina. So, the first pill. To become your best self, you must first accept the entirety of yourself. Yes, everything. Your fears, your weaknesses, your insecurities. Harsh fact, you have to become emotionally available. I know. Essentially, this means that you've accepted the situation and that you can move forward with your life. Accepting yourself might also include rejection therapy, where you're open to the possibility of rejection and you allow yourself to be vulnerable. I used to feel insecure speaking English, unable to fully express myself, and I was kind of ashamed at the fact that I wasn't fluent and that I had a strange accent. But I learned to accept myself and overcome my fear of speaking in public. By example, by doing this TED Talk. So, if I can do it, you guys can do it too. Trust me. Remember, failure is inevitable, but it's how you respond that matters. Instead of avoiding it, think of it as putting yourself in a position to grow, where you can either succeed or you can learn from the experience. While you can't always control your circumstances, you can control the decisions that you make and therefore the outcome that you have. So, you can choose to stay stuck in the discomfort of the present, feeling disconnected, doubting yourself, or stuck in bad habits, or face the discomfort of change, opening up, being vulnerable, and building new habits. Both are hard and uncomfortable, but you have the power to decide which one will lead your life. You can either choose to stay stuck in the present or move forward with your life. This is why your second pill, a mindset shift, is essential. When you start changing your mindset, you start seeing opportunities instead of obstacles, and you begin to take the steps towards the person that you want to become. So, while I used to see my lack of language skills as a barrier preventing me from properly communicating with my classmates, I now see it as a privilege, as an opportunity to be able to speak to a range of different people. So, it was the moment that I stopped thinking that my voice didn't matter and that that mindset was just distancing me from others that I decided to shift it. Because I learned to understand that my perspective could create a positive impact, and that change could only come from within. So, a vitamin person stands out because they've already been going through this mindset shift. Because of this, they are different in the way that they speak about themselves and about others. They speak positively and use encouraging words, which in turn enforce my third pill of positively influencing those around you. Vitamin people recognize the power in their words and the consequences of their actions on other people. Recognizing this, I realized that by helping others, like Laia, feel valued and appreciated, I was not only supporting them, but I also gained a new perspective on my own problems. The last step is to surround yourself with positive influences. So we influence others just as they influence us. But it's up to you to decide if you're willing to change your mindset, the second pill, and embrace these new ideas and perspectives, which will require you to make certain objective decisions, such as surrounding yourself with people who have already undergone these 4 steps, and removing those more toxic or negative influences from your life. By doing this, when you get these 4 steps, you will be able to get to that first stage of that growth loop, so that you're able to help others. Essentially, by positively influencing others, I was attracting that same positivity into my life. These people, these vitamin people that positively encouraged me, they supported me and they ultimately encouraged my transformation into becoming a persona vitamina. So yes, I'd say that relationships do matter. While the videos that you might see on social media emphasize the importance of selecting the people that you hang out with, my take has a more internal focus. It's less about choosing who you let into your life and more about asking, what kind of person do I need to become so that people with qualities that I value will want to be in my social circle? Think about it. Overall, what differentiates a vitamin person from someone who is simply looking to improve themselves is the mindset that they bring to those new relationships. When you start changing your mindset and start making active choices, you will transform yourself and you will attract your people. Those who actively listen to you, who support you with their presence, who empathize with you, who inspire you. You will find a variety of vitamin people who embody these traits, and they bring their own unique features, which means that they can support you in different aspects, much like vitamins provide diverse benefits and serve different functions. So, the key message here is this. You will only attract your vitamin people once you start embracing those qualities yourself. Once people start realizing this, we can create a world where each person supports and uplifts the next. A world filled with genuine, vibrant vitamin people. So, I'll leave you with this thought. How are you going to implement these 4 steps today so that you can attract the vitamin people that you want in your life tomorrow? Thank you.